Hi guys, Lisa He of Borderlands Bakery here again, and in the last couple of videos I gave you a little bit of background about me, gave you some glimpses into this course I'm creating, as well as provided you some practical advice on how to troubleshoot some of your dough issues. If you haven't watched those videos, definitely go back and watch them. I think it's going to be interesting, and it's also going to offer you more context as to how we're here at this video today. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about how the course is laid out. If you've been following Borderlands Bakery for a while, you'll know that we've sold our original recipes for years, and we offer a ton of free educational information, advice, troubleshooting, whenever we get questions or anything like that on IG, for example. I know that not all of you are going to see every piece of content that we put out daily, and based off of all the questions that I get over and over again, there's really an opportunity to kind of consolidate all the things that I know into one place. I really want to alleviate some of your biggest cookie decorating headaches, and that way you can move on to the funnest part of cookie decorating, which for most of us is the actual decorating part. Our course is designed in a very specific way, and I've thought long and hard about this, and it's the way that I would have liked to learn if I could turn the time back. The first thing we're going to go over as a part of the class is the dough. We're going to talk about what makes or is definition of my perfect dough, how that has to balance out with the icing, which is just pure sugar. And then I kind of give some tips on what you can do to modify it to your taste, because taste is subjective. When we finish doing the dough stuff, doing the baking stuff, we get into the icing, and that's where the biggest challenge is for most people. Consistency is everything. If you've done cookie decorating before, you know that nailing consistency down is a forever game. Even today I have trouble, and when I do have trouble and I'm piping and it's not quite right, I dump the whole thing out and I remix it to get to the right consistency. It's so tricky because there are so many factors that go into consistency. You know, the humidity will matter, your recipe will matter, how wet your icing is to start out with versus what you want it to be matters. There's no like magic formula for add this many drops of water to this icing and it's going to be perfect. So what I can teach you when it comes to icing is I'm going to show you a solid recipe. I'm going to show you the things to look out for and to avoid when you're doing your icing, and based off of that I'm going to show you how I prefer to do it. But at the end of the day, cookie decorating is a lot about what works for you. So maybe I will prefer a single consistency icing, and I know people today that have been doing cookie decorating for like 10 years and they still like a 2 consistency icing where they outline and flood with different consistencies. So you're never going to know what works for you if you don't try it. I'm going to show you my way, and hopefully that arms you and empowers you with the knowledge to experiment and figure out what you prefer. We all have different ergonomics, different preferences, and it's going to be your job to figure that out ultimately. After consistencies, I'm going to show you how to use tipless piping bags. I'm going to teach you the basic outline flooding technique and what I prefer. And then we're going to talk about a couple of different basic techniques. Wet on wet. Wet on wet is very versatile. It can be done in so many different designs. Layering, and then a little bit of a more different types of consistency based on if you want to do details or something else. And then even using accessories like sanding sugar to kind of give an additional layer of interest to your cookies. We're also going to talk about how to store your creations at every step of the way, whether that be the dough, the icing, the finished cookie. And then I will also chat with you about packaging ideas and how to use, for example, a heat sealer to make the most out of your cookies and extend their shelf life. We're offering a ton of knowledge, skills, tips, and tricks all in one place. And you're gonna have limited lifetime access to this as long as, you know, our platform exists. And you can work at your own pace wherever you are. Now, we aren't perfect and we're not going to hit every single little question that you might have or challenge that you might encounter. So there is going to be access to a private group that's only for people who sign up for the course. And if you ask questions there, we can really intake that and use that information to make the next round of Baking with Borderlands even better. In the next video, I'm actually going to share some feedback from the students that I've taught in the past. And they were all feedback from classes, from interactions and things like that. Some of them are hobby bakers, some of them have like never touched a cookie before, and watching me is what inspired them to get into cookie decorating. And there's also a bunch of people who started out, they were hobby dabbling, and eventually this became their side gig. And some of them, it even became their full-time cottage food bakery business. I think that's absolutely incredible. I think listening or seeing some of the things that other people say about my teaching style can give you a better idea of if this course is something that you'd want to participate in. So please look out for that video in the next couple of days, and if you're interested in getting first access to Baking with Borderlands, sign up for our early bird mailing list. That way you'll get access one day before we open it up to the general public. Thank you again for your time. See you in the next video.